with Mean Girl references.
Oh my god, I love Mean Girls. Hey
Next
guys,
time.
welcome back to the last round of Swiss. I am Gina. Here's Mike, even though he's a little bit out of the shot. And hope you guys didn't substitute any of your entertainment for us because we're back.
Actually, there are plenty of substitutes, but this is what you've got.
This is free entertainment, guys. It's like Twitter. It's for free. Like, what the heck? Anyway, so we've got two new people that we've actually never seen before.
And we were really excited to look at these
I'm
teams.
so excited. So Scott Felver versus Gina
Faraci.
Faraci. She just told me how to say her last name. And on your left, we've got Scott with that Reshiram, Gradon, Tapulele, Kartana, Incineroar, and Mimikyu. And on your right, Gina with that Lunala, Xerneas, Crobat, Amoonguss, Kartana, and Tapu Koko as well.
When is the last time you saw Reshiram?
Actually, a couple rounds ago, because
Oh, really?
yes, so
Well,
Peter had one.
see, things I miss.
Yeah, this is what happens when you show up at the end, at the end of round 5.
I know.
But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, when was the last time that Reshiram?
Well, how did it do?
It won.
Okay,
It won. So we'll see if this one wins.
So it has potential. So let's see if Scott can bring the same success to Reshiram here.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a cool one to see. Obviously, gets a Mold Breaker, which against
That's
Lunala, against Lunala
work
at least
there.
doesn't work at all against it. So I mean, so Gina's kind of got like that advantage on it. She is gonna be, okay. She is gonna be leading with
Lunala and Crobat.
Yeah, and we've got
They're very
Reshiram and Tapulele actually on
big
here.
bats on the field.
Yeah, so obviously the Psychic Terrain can be really helping Tapulele up against that Crobat. However, Crobat is generally a very fast Pokemon. We know it can set up Tailwind if it wants to. Generally what it's used for in Lunala, again, has such a wide array of moves that you never really know what it's going to be running.
It's interesting here. So that Tapulele went, that Psychic Surge went off before Reshiram was Turbo Blaze, and we know that
Scarf Tapulele, that'd be so good.
it's potentially fat. It's a potentially Scarf, could take out that Crobat right away, but that Lunala threatens it, and so I bet there's a big offensive advantage here, but that's kind of, Gina could easily retreat Crobat and take it out, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Crobat goes down right away, and Scott reveals that is indeed a Scarf Tapulele.
Yeah, but we've also got that Tailwind setup from Scott's side of the field, so going to give it a little bit of a speed advantage. As Moongeist Beam, though, is going to be the last move on this field, then Gina's Lunala is going to be able to do a lot of damage into that Tapulele if it's taking it down.
Definitely,
But
alright.
definitely going to be a knockout, even despite that Scarf that it had. So, two Pokemon trade off immediately. However, we've got that speed control for Scott's side of the field now.
Yeah, kind of a little risk on Scott's part, but it paid off, and he got that speed advantage, and I was a little behind him there. But can he bring in the offensive pressure to take advantage of that speed boost? And it looks like with that Incineroar threatening a knockoff on the quad weak Lunala, that might have the chance. You can also threaten a knockoff on that Xerneas too, knocking off his power, or preventing from pulling the one-turn Geomancy there.
Yeah, I mean, at least Lunala has that chance of if you can stat it right, then it's going to be able to at least take off one knockoff. There's no Dark Aura that's going to help it get knocked out. That Shadow Shield is really going to help to make sure that it stays around for a while. But like you said, that knockoff onto that Xerneas potentially absolutely knocking off a Power Herb, but it can be hiding behind a Protect on this turn, so Xerneas is going to make sure that it sticks around for at least one other turn as a double Protect actually from Gina's side of the field. So going to try to fish out to see what Scott is going to do, and Fusion Flare is going to be the move of choice onto that Lunala as knockoff into that Xerneas. So kind of exactly what you were expecting, sort of the making sure that the Geomancy turn 1 doesn't set up, because Xerneas is a little bit slower.
Okay, so it looks like Gina was trying to just stall at Tailwind turns, but at the same time, if she didn't get to take the risk, and could have probably pulled off a move there, put Scott in a less favorable position there.
It is hard to try to take a risk, though, especially when you're going to burn out those Tailwind turns. And if Xerneas is going to be your answer to a lot of things on Scott's side. That Reshiram hasn't been touched yet. We've only seen it with that Fusion Flare. Is going to be able to connect into that Xerneas spot, a lot of damage. Actually gets it down to half as knockoff going in, double down into that Xerneas. So it is going to be forced to take 2 turns. Ooh. Actually goes for the Dazzling Gleam instead, so very nice call on Gina's side. Going to go for the attack instead, as Moongeist Beam is going to connect with whatever Pokemon Gina wants to.
Yeah.
So nice job on her for not set up that
Gina's seeing that the Geomancy is just not going to happen. Goes for on the offensive. Managed to take Scott down pretty decent notch there.
So here's the question now. Do you know if you think Gina's going to protect here, do you double down into the Lunala, or do you just go for the 1/1?
Well, since it is pretty likely that Gina will either protect but she might retreat.
Oh, there's a
Into another
protect from that
Pokemon.
Xerneas, so if Scott could read into that and he targets down that Lunala, this would be really good. Oh, goes for the double protect again though. Here takes, so it burns out the last turn of Tailwind, can hopefully give Gina a little bit more advantage now against that Incineroar at least, which is, you know, not as fast as Gina takes no damage on this turn. Does burn out the protect, but at least that Tailwind is gone, so she can kind of start her counterattack here.
Now here's where we find out whether that Reshiram is faster or slower than Xerneas.
Oh yeah, because it did just switch in on this turn. But you know, Gina's not gonna be able to set up that Geomancy anymore. She could go after the Incineroar with a Moonblast if she wants, and then just go after that Reshiram instead. But Gina actually withdrawing that Lunala is going to bring out the Kartana. So Pokemon facing down two types that are fire, as Dazzling Gleam connects, is going to be faster than the Reshiram on Scott's side of the field.
Good info.
Yeah, almost enough to pick up a knockout on Incineroar, but not quite. It's going to force it to eat its fairy though and bring back that health. So the knockout is probably going to be going into what was that Lunala and is now that Kartana. And Knockout's going to show exactly what item that Kartana. Wow, that did a lot. Oh, the critical hit.
Critical hit.
Showing that life orb. So, ooh.
Pretty important. You know, it's pretty big for its offensive there. I'm not sure that Kartana will be able to secure the KO on Incineroar without that life orb there.
It's not intimidated though. So it might be able to, so it can either go for the Grass Knot or go for the Sacred Sword. We know that Xerneas is going to be faster. Oh, it's not red. Yeah, so Leaf Blade. So we know that Xerneas is faster than Scott's Incineroar. So you can go for the Dazzling Gleam and then try to pick up a knockout on either one of Scott's Pokemon here.
Yeah, knowing that Xerneas is pretty fast all around, it's likely going to outspeed that Groudon as well. And
Kartana's just a fast one in general though. So Gina, either she's going to lose both Pokemon on this turn. She just has to decide what is she going to take down with her on this turn. And Sacred Sword is actually going to be the move of choice. Goes after that Incineroar and is enough to pick up a knockout on it. So gets a Beast Boost. Was probably going to go down to a Precipice Blade or Fire Punch here. Will get that +1 to its attack, so did not need that Life Orb after all. As Dazzling Gleam, a single target get Dazzling Gleam into that Groudon is going to do a lot of damage, even without that Geomancy. Precipice Blade's connecting with both Pokemon, picks up a double knockout. But that Lunala is now in a spot to come back in and go after that Groudon.
It's really interesting. He's got poured
Life Orb Groudon.
Alright. He's got poured some resources in trying to keep that Xerneas from getting off that Geomancy, especially. And then Gina having called that, you know, that kind of turned around the game for her.
Yeah, I mean, Moongeist Beam is going to be able to do like enough damage here as Precipice Blades beat even a single target Precipice Blades, and we've also got a Life Orb on there. It's not going to do any damage to that at all. That Shadow Shield is so nice, as Moongeist Beam is going to connect into that Groudon and give Game 1 to Gina. That was, I did not think she was going to come back from that knockoff
into the Xerneas.
Yeah, that was really close call there. I think she did a great job of calling that and then protecting that Lunala for later on. Like Kartana came into a critical hit, but you know, being non-intimidated and doing the super effective damage to that Incineroar really helped her.
No, you can't forget that, you know, Xerneas is a double threat. Not only it has a threat of setting up, it does, even without the boost, it still does plenty of damage. And you have to be, you know, sometimes you're taking a risk in which path you're choosing to neutralize it.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a little difficult because that Tailwind being set up and losing the Crobat immediately. Yeah, you know, you traded off. I think the trade-off for the Crobat and the Tapu Lele was actually pretty good. However, I think Gina needs to make sure that Reshiram doesn't set up Tailwind again, because trying to stall out those 3 turns when you know your Pokemon are faster in general, it's going to be something really tough, especially now that she knows that Tapu Lele is Choice Scarf.
Yeah, I mean, it's very likely she may not take that risk again.
It's
information.
You're gonna have to figure out, if you lead that same way, do you protect the Crobat now and or switch it out, and knowing that Choice Scarf Lele was on the field, and now if you're Scott though, do you take care of the other threats that Gina has shown with that Lunala and with that Xerneas? That Xerneas did so much damage even without that Geomancy, but if she leads with that Xerneas and that Tapu Lele is on the field and has Moonblast, that Choice Scarf Tapu Lele with Moonblast and Fairy Aura is gonna do an insane amount of damage as well.
But that's only if Gina has brought the Xerneas to the field as well.
I mean, this is a lot of ifs and how Gina's suggesting.
I mean, I don't know how you're processing that many scenarios in your head all at once. That's impressive, actually.
Oh, thank you. But I think it's just like a matter of adjustment, because I think game 2 is always so scary when you're on the losing side. And even on the winning side, it's like you don't want to force this into a game 3 because it's even more of a mind game pressure test. So we're going to see exactly how both of these have it, if they've even chosen to adjust their team leads, as we actually have the same lead from before. So Crobat and Lunala from Gina, as we've got a different lead. We've got Groudon and that Reshiram from Scott's side. So...
Well, it's still a bit of a scary lead for Scott's part, but...
He's not as fast though anymore as Gina's Pokemon.
That is
Crobat has the ability to kind of go after whatever it wants. A Sludge Bomb would, does a lot of damage and has the potential to poison. The Moongeist Beam could try to take down that Reshiram. I mean, Gina has options on here, and impressive displays we saw, even with the Life Orb damage, did barely 25%.
That's right. And at least Gina has a chance to bring up a Tailwind here, but that may not be, that speed advantage may not be what's helping her right now. I mean,
it did help. I think if Scott was able to capitalize on it more, it's just that Gina burned those turns on purpose. She managed. Oh, so we've got Tailwind from Crobat here, and so if Scott matched that Tailwind, then there we go. With matching Tailwinds, Gina's still gonna have that. She's still got that speed advantage though, because we've seen all her Pokemon be faster. Oh, but Rock Slide. Oh, an avoid. Yeah, an avoid from Crobat there. So actually, we've got a faster Groudon on here. As oh, does get the flinch though.
Gets the flinch there. So, and could flinch again next turn now that both sides are boosted by Tailwind.
So that Groudon is actually faster than that Lunala at least that we've seen. So game 1 we did see that as well. It did hold on. It was faster outside of Tailwind.
Moreover, Shadow Shield is now broken. And
Shadow Shield is Shadow Shield it doesn't break.
At full health, well.
That's multi-scale. Shadow Shield is consistent. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And I think it's
Super Fang. Nice.
Okay, now you're making me question everything.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but now I'm pretty sure. But Fusion Flare does a lot of damage into that, and Rock Slide hidden behind that wide guard allows Gina to make sure that she does not have that flinch chance again. This Lunala might go down that next turn though, so she's got to make sure that she has to be careful how she's going to handle this.
Yeah, good surprises here, but that but Lunala being the slowest Pokemon on the field, as we've seen in both matches, being at low health is maybe a little liability, and Gina might want to sacrifice it to bring in another Pokemon for free.
I do appreciate that she went for the Super Fang against that Groudon though, and she is going to lose that. Oh, actually, it's going to be losing that Crobat probably, because we are in this. Oh no, it held on. Oh, and managed to hold. Wow. Okay, it held on. No, it held on of 1 HP, managed to get its health back with that berry, and Fire Punch is going to be enough to kind of knock out that Lunala, possibly. Oh yeah, it's enough to knock out the Lunala. But the important thing is she got damage into both of these Pokemon and made sure that that Super Fang puts it so that Scott has to consider about the HP left on both of them. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Yep.
Wow.
So we've got that Xerneas now too, and no knockoff potential.
The bulk of Crobat really should not be underestimated there. I was surprised that it survived a Fusion Flare in the sun.
That was great. Yeah, that Crobat is a very good Crobat. It is a Pokemon that you're going to want to say, hey, thanks for sticking around and munching on that berry. I mean, that Super Fang that it managed to get into both of Scott's Pokemon made sure that now those Pokemon have taken a lot of damage. The Xerneas could set up comfortably if it really wanted to. We do know that Fusion Flare did a lot of damage to it last time.
It did, but I think Gina knows it better not to take the risk. She knows her offensive.
Oh, yeah. That Dazzling Gleam on top of the Super Fang is going to take out both of Scott's Pokemon, giving Gina a double knockout on this turn. So really good job. That Mirror is so nice to have as a benefit, especially when you don't actually have to is that pineapple? Yes. Sorry guys, Miguel has pineapple pizza and I'm super into it. Don't at me about pineapple pizza. I will fight you. And we've got the Incineroar now on Scott's side. Gonna intimidate, some of these Pokemon have that Fake Out pressure, but it's not really gonna do much as we've got a Kartana as well on the field. Kartana threatening a lot of damage onto that Xerneas, but it's gonna depend on how fast it is.
Well, at least, with Crobat's inner focus, it can't be flinched by Fake Out there, so it has another chance to use a Tailwind there and give Gina a big speed boost.
So what, you Tailwind protect and then do damage the next turn, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
Either that the Incineroar fakes out and starts Smart Strikes against the Xerneas, but you protect it, bring up a Tailwind, give yourself the speed advantage, and just go from there.
So I think Scott, knowing that, may have to take the offensive here.
We're going to see if Scott read into that as the Protect does go up. A Tailwind from that Crobat, no Fake Out. I think we're going to try to take down this Crobat on this turn. If you get that with a Kartana going to the Smart Strike for that Xerneas as a Flare Blitz, I'm guessing, from that Incineroar goes into that Crobat, is going to easily pick up that knockout thanks to that Sun Boost and no Intimidate onto it. But Gina now has that Tailwind up that Xerneas is going to be a fast Pokemon now, and she can bring whatever she wants in the back. If she's got does she have Groudon? I don't think she actually has Groudon. But if she did, she sends out her own Kartana. Kartana.
So, that's interesting. This is the first time today we've seen 2 Kartana in the same field.
Yeah, actually that is true. So it is going to be an interesting choice because now Gina has 3 turns to make sure she takes advantage of Tailwind. She has a Xerneas that is not Geomancy, and she's got a Kartana facing against her down. So it is going to be a little bit of a tough thing, I think, for her to make a call. She's going to have to take care of that Kartana before anything else. And even that Incineroar is going to threaten a lot of damage, even outside of the sun onto that Kartana. It is.
But she does have the tools to take it out right now. Kartana.
Detect Kartana. Oh, it's a Life Orb Kartana, actually.
Oh, well. Could still have Detect.
That's true. And it's not intimidated, so it could actually pick up a knockout. But Kartana using Sacred Sword onto Scott's own Kartana picks up the knockout, gets that +1. That Life Orb is so handy there. And it's going to be this Xerneas versus this Incineroar. And so it is going to be faster. And Moonblast is going to be able to knock out potentially that Incineroar within 2 turns at least. Does get the berry though. However, Flare Blitz is going to give it some recoil damage, so it is going to hurt itself in the end, and it's going to be put into Moonblast range.
That's true. It doesn't have. I mean, without the sun, it definitely does not have the tools like the firepower it needs to take out Xerneas right now.
I mean, that Tailwind was so important for Gina that turn, and she's been capitalizing on it ever since. And so Xerneas is able to, benefit from that Barrier Aura and go against Incineroar with a Moonblast. I mean, that 1v1, Gina's gonna win it. Unless she misses like 3 times. So
it's true. There may have been a missed opportunity for Scott round 1 mashing Tailwind. When
very good job.
A direct attack.
So Gina,
helped out a lot with his offense there. That Luna
was very nice in that match. I was amazed that that Wide Guard and the Moongeist Beam. Wide Guard isn't something you usually see on Lunala, but it's definitely a Pokemon that gets access to it, and in a format where you have Groudon and Kyogre running around with Precipice and stuff like that, it is a good Pokemon to have against it.
Yeah, and keeping that Wide Guard as a surprise until
that second game was when it mattered. Yeah, that flinch, you see the flinch, you're like, no, never again. We're gonna Wide Guard this. But thank you guys for joining us for Swiss. We will be back in an hour, less than 30 minutes. About 30 minutes for Top Cut. We'll get those postings to you as soon as possible. So join us then. Don't go anywhere. And bye, I guess.